So I bought this netting from the fabric stores, and their netting at this fabric store is very inexpensive. It's a huge wholesale place, and I remember that they were closed on Saturday, but I didn't know they was closed on Friday and Saturday because I was gonna go and buy more of it, like a different color. But I had bought this for a project I was working on in February, and I just got this because it was a lot cheaper just to buy the whole roll for maybe it was $25, but that's a good price. So I was gonna go with another color, but I think I can do quite a bit of baskets. I mean, not baskets, but covering cakes. So that's why I put my little table up. And I have 16 cakes, and 6 of them I delivered today for 3 clients, and the other 10 I'm gonna take to the rehab facility. The lady Teresa asked me for 1. I usually give her 2, and she sliced them up. She's a resident and makes sure all the residents get some. And then the other ones we're gifting to CNAs. Staff. So, and then I have a lot of banana bread over here that this I'm giving to my brother, and I think that's 24 loaves in here that he's taking. It's nice and fresh. And in this bag right here, I have more banana bread. And maybe this is, in here it's like 72 loaves. I have it. I can open it up. See, it's beautiful. It's kind of sweating, but it's going to be nice. Yeah, so finish of it. Like 72 loaves, and I'll take pictures when I get there tomorrow. This is for Sunday. This is where I have all the cakes. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cakes. And so I'm gonna decorate all of them, and 6 of them I have to deliver, and 10 I'm taking with me to the rehab facility in long-term care where my mother is, along with the banana bread, 72 loaves. So, okay, let me get started. So this is 16 7-Up pound cakes. I have saran wrap on all of them, but once I completed the saran wrap on some of them, sometimes when people that bake a lot, they know sometimes you may have a slight imperfection when the cake is releasing. And for those, especially if you're doing like an icing on it, I mean, then you really can't see. So on some of them, I want to make sure that at the end I put like a little Ziploc bag on top, so I'll know those are the ones that I'm gonna cover with icing. This is 16 7-Up pound cakes, and it was Valentine's Day, and I wanted to bless the residents and staff at Warren Bar where my mother is. So I had planned it maybe 3 weeks, and I said, okay, I'm gonna make sugar cookies in the heart shape. So I have a pan, or like a heart shaped pan, and I think I probably had easily 16 to 18, maybe 20 of the large heart shaped cookies. Most of them were sugar cookies. Some was oatmeal and cranberries, which I really like, oatmeal and cranberries. And then I had, like what I got over there is a big bag of banana bread. So in that large blue bag, it's like 72 loaves, and the other one is 24 for my brother. So I made that. But I had scheduled myself to start on the 7-Up pound cakes on Thursday. So, it's just a regular home oven. So I started, I think, Thursday because did this little part-time work I do. And when I came home, I rested up a little bit. And I probably started baking like around 7 something that evening, Thursday. And I baked all the way through till Friday morning. So I have to see when I finished. But it was Friday morning when I completed the cakes. And I knew in order for me to have everything ready, I had to stick with that schedule. So I had that knocked out the way. That was done Friday morning, and I cleaned as I go. So I had that done Friday morning. And then, so I rested up and I took everything out to start on the banana bread. So I started on the banana bread and I was able to, so that's 72 loaves in that bag and 24. So that's what, 76, 80, 96, altogether 96 loaves. And I still have bananas left that I blended, probably enough to make like 24 more, and I may do that today, depending on how I'm feeling, and take it out there. I don't know right now, but I don't want to freeze them again, so we'll see. But anyway, what I have here is 6 of the cakes are going to 3 of 3 persons that are part of my cake ministry that support me. And the way that works is that when you make a purchase, it helps me to be able to buy all the ingredients to make cakes and to give them for free to residents and staff where my mother is. And my she's been at this rehabilitation center March 27th, made a year. And last year, February 2nd, she got up that morning and I took her breakfast up there, cleaned her room and all of that. And that evening at 2, I took her potato soup up there and she was gonna try to go to the restroom. And it took her 45 minutes to get up, and the recliner chair elevates. So all you gotta do is push yourself up, but she wasn't able to do that. And that led to her going to the hospital, going to another rehab in Hinsdale, coming home to only have to go back to the doctor and to the rehabilitation center at the recommendation of one of her occupational therapists, Bernadette. But anyway, while my mother's out there, of course I would bake banana bread and all of that and make enough for residents and staff. I think it was Easter that I think I had made baskets and stuff for her and extra candies and all of that. And so every holiday I did something outstanding. So it led to banana bread, cakes, to more requests, and people asking my mother. And she said, I'm tired of people asking me to ask you to bake something. And I said, well, I guess it's my cake ministry. So basically, when somebody purchases a cake or patronize what I'm doing, it helps me to be able to buy baked goods because everything is so expensive. So on this project, I was like, man, I'm gonna need 2 of the large bags of flour from Sam's Club and the big old giant bag of sugar. It's like $15 and something. It's not bad. It's not, it's the off-brand sugar. But got that and had to get, 2 sour creams, 2 big containers for the banana bread, and the chocolate morsels for banana bread, and carnation milk. And so it's a whole lot, and it can be expensive. So I had 3 brothers. One is a Christian, and 2 are Muslims that support me. And I had a special for Mother's Day where you can buy 2 cakes and for only $65. And then normally I ask for like a $50 donation. And I take a basic 7-Up pound cake like this, and I make from scratch a lemon lime icing that 100% of the people that have purchased that particular cake, 7-Up pound cake with lemon lime icing, they love it. They love it. They love it. They love it. And I make the lemon lime icing from scratch. And the caramel icing, I make that from scratch. So all I do is I have a 7-Up pound cake and make the lemon lime icing from scratch, and you can have a 7-Up lemon lime icing cake, or a 7-Up pound cake with caramel icing. So I have 3 brothers who are getting 2 cakes, and one brother, he's getting a 7-Up pound cake with lemon lime icing and one with caramel icing. And this other brother, he's getting a 7-Up pound cake with lemon lime icing. He just got one maybe a month ago, maybe not even that longer, but he really loves the lemon lime icing. And then he's gonna get his other one plain with half caramel icing. And this other brother, Brother Hendry from the church, I gotta call him and see if he exactly what he wants. So it's those 3 persons, and that's 6 cakes. And then what holiday was this that I took a lot of banana bread? That was what holiday? Because it wasn't well, it was just recently. It was just recently. I don't know what it was, but it'll come to me. But anyway, I think they were, some of the residents was like, man, we want a carrot cake. We want a carrot cake. And I said, okay. I'm gonna make some carrot cakes the following week or whenever. And so I actually made, did I make 3 or 4 carrot cakes with cream cheese icing? And I made some carrot cake loaves with cream cheese icing. And then I had maybe 2 or 3 plain 7-Up pound cakes. And I was so impressed with how people just love the 7-Up pound cake. And so I said for Mother's Day, I said a lot of them I'm gonna gift with just a plain 7-Up pound cake. So LaWanda is one of my mother's regular CNAs. That means she's that person that she's scheduled to see certain people on that side of the hall. And so she's one of my mother's regular. She knows my mother. She knows what she likes, how to dress her, and all of that kind of stuff. Precious, this man is a CNA, and he's excellent. He's one of my mother's favorite. And I've gifted him with a cake before. And LaWanda, I gave LaWanda baskets and all. I mean, I've been doing this since my mother's been out there. So LaWanda loves a plain 7-Up pound cake. I baked that for her before. So she's not going to be there Sunday, but I'm going to have her cake saved for her. LaWanda has a cake. And then Crystal, she's a regular for my mother, but she had been away for a while because she had injured her leg, her ankle. So she just came back maybe a month or so ago. So Crystal, she shocked me because when I had the carrot cakes, and this had to be in April. No, maybe it was in March. I don't know, maybe end of March, beginning of April. But anyway, when I had the carrot cake and the plain pound cakes, and Crystal was one of them. I think she got something, but she came back for the pound cake, and my brother Baron gave her his slices, and she's like, I love it, I love it. So I told her when I went out there, maybe it was Tuesday, that I would have her one. So I got a plain pound cake for CNA Lawanda. And then this lady, she's a CNA, but also she deals with medication. Her name is Pigeon. Pigeon. So I want to do one for Precious. And a lady, CNA Judith, she's very good. She's has been one of my mother's regular, but sometimes they move her around. So I have two that's going for Teresa. Well, she's a resident, but she's going to make sure all the other residents get some. So two, she wants two 7-Up pound cakes, plain, and then the CNAs, and so I probably have some. Oh, and then another CNA named Stephanie, because when she tried the banana bread before, she came to me and told me how her children loved it. So Stephanie's going to be there tomorrow, and I don't know about Judith and Precious. So I got 10 going for the resident and staff, and the other 6 I'm going to make. I know that was real long. If you listen to that, I'm going to make you a cake. All you got to do is say, hey, you said on your recording, if somebody listen, they got this far, you make them cake. So I will. I'll bake you a cake. So I have to look at things and visualize it. But I have this netting right here that I bought in February for a project I was doing for the baskets. But actually, they bought it. It came from the money that I received. And I wanted to go with a different color. But I forgot the fabric store. I knew they was closed on Saturday, but I didn't realize they was closed Friday and Saturday. But it's a huge fabric store, and the netting to me is reasonable. This whole thing I got for like $20 or $25, but I'm gonna see how many I can wrap with that. And then I do have some clear plastic bags, like basket bags, that I can wrap them up, and I'm gonna use a bow and do what I do to make it appealing, because if I like it, then everybody's gonna like it, because I like things nice. So I'm gonna get started, but this is my cake ministry, and you can always support all your donations and the residents. So they really like the cakes. They really like the cakes. So let me get started. That was a lot. This is just a close-up shot, and you can see the bundt pans. That's what I have. And I bought the bundt pans years ago from Kohl's. I think they had a sale, because sometimes they can run like $45 each. And I don't know if I got them for like 20. And like I was saying, with some cakes, when they release, you may have like a small imperfection. Some can be a little larger than other, but when you're covering them with icing, it don't matter. But I'm glad that most of them, where I'm gifting just the pound cake, came out, had a great release. And I'm not a professional baker, but Sam's Club, I remember they had changed their butter, because I would like to get the butter out there, because you get 4 in this package. And I think it used to be like $12 or $13, but they switched butters. And I started having a lot of cakes coming out with a lot of flaws, chunks missing. And I'm like, what's happening? And that's the worst thing, when you take your time and you mix up the cake real good and it don't have a good release, man, you'd be devastated. And I was like, something is happening. What happened? And I realized that perhaps it was the butter. And so I switched over and I started getting the Llano Lake butter, where I would look at Mariano's website and Jules. And Jules, the last time when I made the carrot cakes, they had the butter on sale, where you can buy one, get one free. It was $7.99, so basically it comes out $3.50 or $4 or what have you. And so right now, Mariano's has it on sale where you can get the 2-pack with 4 sticks in it for $7.99. And then at Walmart, they actually sell it for like $3.94 or $4. So that's a good price. So I just make sure when I'm baking cakes, I use that. But the butter at Sam's Club, I got that, and I made the banana bread with that because I didn't, when it's in the pans, they just have a great release. Not that aluminum pans is good, because we know aluminum is not good, but a lot of people, even when they're serving food, you have hot food in it, so you do what you can. So, okay, now let me get started. That's just a close-up look at them. Most of them had a great release, so I was happy. I was happy. Okay, so I'm gonna start decorating these and see what I come up with. I'm gonna plug this phone and turn the music on so I can get started. So, yep. So I had to rush out to get some powdered sugar, because the lemon lime icing that I froze, even though it tastes good, it was a little watery. And I was like, oh God. And when I went to Mariano's the other day, I had put I lifted up and I was like, I don't think I need any. Not realizing that I had used it up the last time. I usually like to buy the large bags from Sam's Club, but I didn't realize I was out. So it is what it is. So I wrapped those cakes up because I don't like to leave them just out. So I wrapped them up again and saran wrap the other ones with the caramel icing. I wanted to do something different. Instead of just spreading the caramel, I just wanted to let it drop and create like a design, art, like being artistic. So I had to leave out to go get more powdered sugar, confectioner sugar, because the lemon lime icing, it freezes very well. It doesn't affect the taste of it. But for some reason, it seemed a little watery. And so I was like, let me buy some more confectioner sugar. And so it looks much better. And I always say, I gotta get some more towel for the floor. It look like jacked up. But anyway, I'm gonna put this cake over in another plate because it just looked too wild, even though it tastes delicious. So here we go. So I was able to transfer the cake over. However, this one still got a little lemon lime icing under there. So this lemon lime icing is thick, even though it looked like kind of runny right there. It's good. All it's gonna do is it's gonna stiffen up like a glazed donut. So this is good. Brother Henry has like half lemon lime, and 2 other brothers have the whole thing. So I had to end up going to the store to get some more confectioner sugar, the powdered sugar, for my lemon lime icing. I put a spin on it, and so I created from scratch with lemons and limes and all that. It's a method, and it's very, very delicious. I've been told that it's better than the lemon lime pound cake or slices that they have at Starbucks. I've been told, but most people love it. So one brother, he has like a caramel. He has a 7 pound cake with caramel icing. And here I just felt really artistic. It reminded me of some of the drawings that you have, Afrocentric drawings, and you have people like together or merged together. So normally I would smooth it over with a butter knife or whatever, but I just let it drip all over. And it's delicious. It really is. I've been told that this is because my niece said where she's at in Louisiana that she can't even find one that's good. So when she came to holiday, I had made her one. But so this is a 7 pound cake with caramel icing, and one 7 pound cake with lemon lime icing. This is one of my favorite brothers, Brother Dewan. And this one is Brother William 7X. He has 7 pound cake with lemon lime icing also. And then he has a 7 pound cake, half caramel icing. That's what he wants. And so right here is for Brother Henry from the church. And both of them is 7 pound cake. And one is half lemon lime icing, half caramel. And I felt a little artistic. And also, I could have just put it the whole half, but I said I want to do something different. And those are the other plain pound cakes. Even though you hear the word plain, you be like, oh. But I'm telling you, when and I can't think of the event that I did, the carrot cakes. I don't know if it was a special occasion or what it was. And this had to be, I'm thinking maybe it was, was this? It was after St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if it was a month or whenever. But anyway, when I had the carrot cake and I had like one or two plain pound cakes, and people just went crazy over it. I'm like, what? So I have like Lawanda, my mother's regular CNA, she has a plain pound cake. And Crystal, the CNA, has a plain pound cake. She's the one who was like, oh, it's so delicious. And then I have one for Precious, a CNA. He's a male. He's one of her favorites. And then Pigeon, she's a CNA, and also she deals with medication. And Judith is another one of a CNA my mother has. She's on a different area, but she is outstanding. All of them are. And then there's a few more people. And Stephanie is the CNA. She's going to be there tomorrow. But Judith, I don't know, Judith might be there, but I know Crystal and Lawanda, I know they're not going to be there. But I have 10 pound cakes for them. And then I had 3 of the supporters of my cake ministry to make purchases. And I actually had a special going because normally each one I would sell for $50, a 7 pound cake with caramel icing or lemon lime icing. I just asked $50, but this time the special was $65. And you can get 2 pound cakes, and you can have it half caramel, have lemon lime icing, or whole thing. So I have 3 people that helped me to make this event possible for Mother's Day gifting. 10 of the 7 pound cakes, and also the banana bread, like 74, really 94th loaf. 94. I just have 74. I'm taking to the facility, and I'm going to give them to my brother who's at another location. So let me get started. I had to just go ahead and cover those with the icings, and now I can start being a little artistic. See what I can whip up. So it's 1:12 p.m. Today is Saturday, and these are the plain 7-Up pound cakes. There's 7-Up pound cakes that I have. So I used all of the netting. I was able to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is Brother DeWan's. And these two right here is Brother William 7X. And, oh, no. These two is Brother Henry's, because he has half. This is Brother Henry's right here, Brother DeWan's. And the two over here is, right, because it's half. Those two is Brother William, 7X. So all of these are a part of the cake ministry that's going to the rehab facility. So I'm going to use the clear bags for the rest, so the other 5. So I'll need these. So I'm almost done wrapping them. And then I'm going to go to Marshall's and get like some large bags. 10. So I may just need 10. Yeah, I think. So, okay, almost done. Almost done. So it's 1:51 and I'm finished with everything. And I probably could have been finished an hour before, but I had to stop and go to Jewel's, to the store, to get some more powdered sugar for the lemon lime icing. And but all of these are going to the rehabilitation center for staff and residents. So that's 10 all together. And so these two right here, I'm about to go deliver to a brother. And then Brother Henry from church, he will be home, he said like around 3. So I'm going to take these two and make a run and come back. But while I'm out, I'm going to get 10 nice bags. They're similar to this. Sometimes they're decorative bags. And they're just like 99 cents from Marshall's. So, yeah, see Marshall's? Yeah, so everything is ready.